front left dip beam not working. Got this warning light right here. It's always something. That error message and warning light simply means we got a headlight bulb burned out, and so we're going to give it a change. We'll pop the hood by pulling the lever underneath the driver's side. We'll walk around front, release the safety latch, and pop the hood up so we can get to it. Okay, after that dramatic hood opening sequence, we can see here that the only thing covering the back of this headlight assembly on this 2008 Passat are these rubber covers. Here's the rubber cover that is on the driver's side, and of course there's one just like it over here on the passenger side. See, there's no screws, there's nothing holding these on. These are just simply stuck on. Just take your fingers, give it a pull, and it should pop right off. Alright, we'll come over to the passenger side, and same thing, just give it a grab a hold of the lip with your fingers, give it a tug, and that plastic cover should come right off. And we'll set this one with the other cover, and we'll put these somewhere up out of the way so we don't lose these while we're working. This next part you have to do by feel. We're going to reach up in here and grab hold of the black plastic housing that holds the light bulb. You can see what it looks like. We're going to turn it counterclockwise. When the bulb is out, this is what the housing looks like empty. You can see the two metal tabs that hold it in place. But with a little short turn counterclockwise, maybe 20 degrees, it pops out. We'll give it a quick inspection to make sure everything looks good. I can definitely tell that the bulb is burnt. I can see some filament floating around in there. This bulb is definitely burned out. Here you can see the two plastic grooves that slide onto those metal tabs. Now we need to get the bulb out of the holder. Yours may pull right out, mine did not, so use a large screwdriver as a small pry bar and just went around the edge and gently pried the bulb out of the socket, and it came loose with no issue. Here's a close-up view of the bulb and holder. You can see this metal tab on top of the bulb, how it fits into this groove in the holder, so you can only put the bulb in one way. Then we have the two female electrical connections that connect the bulb to the car's electrical system. We have this metal spring. This has no electrical properties, it's just a spring. And then you can see the two plastic grooves on the side of the holder, so you can fit it onto those tabs on the metal housing. Here's our package of new bulbs I ordered off of Amazon. These are the Sylvania H7s. They're not the top of the line, but they're not the bottom of the line. They're somewhere in the middle. I got the double pack. You can order these in a single pack, but it's recommended that anytime you change the headlight bulbs in your car, you go ahead and change them both out at the same time. Since they always come on together, if one bulb is burned out, the other bulb is probably not far behind. A quick internet search will tell you what the right kind of bulb is to order for your car. Also, if you take the bulb out of your car, it should be stamped on the base like it is right here, and they'll tell you what kind of bulb that you need. Before I handle these bulbs, I'm going to put some gloves on. You don't have to use gloves. You can just wipe the bulbs off when you're done. The problem is the oils from your fingers get on the bulb, and that makes the bulbs get hot, and it shortens their life. Or at least that's what I've been told. So I always try to wipe off the bulb if I handle them with my bare hands, or I'll put some gloves on before I handle them to keep the oils from my fingers from getting on the glass. We install the replacement bulb simply by lining up the tab on the base of the bulb with the groove in the bulb holder, and then we line up the male pins on the back of the light bulb with the female receptacles on the holder. We make sure it's seated. We give it a good press in with both our thumbs, make sure our bulb's in as far as it's going to go, and then the bulb and the holder are ready to stick back in the headlight housing. Reinstalling the bulb and holder back in the housing. Again, this is going to have to be done by feel. You're just going to reach in there, aim for the center, give it a short turn clockwise this time, and you'll feel it seat. You'll feel it when it's right or when it's not right. And when it's done, just give it a tug to make sure it's in, and then we can put the dust covers on. Reinstalling the dust covers only takes a moment. You can see there's this little plastic tab right here. You can place this in an area that's easier for you to grab to help you get it off next time if you want. But we're just going to give it a squeeze. We're going to slide it into place, and then we'll push it, and it should snap into place, and that's all there is to it. We'll get the driver's side done, do the same thing on the passenger side, and we're ready to retest. Alright, here's the moment of truth. It's time for our retest. Let's see if our error message and warning light go out. We'll get the car started, and there is no, looks like our light is out, and I didn't see any message pop up. So it looks like all of our errors are clear, and we are good to go. After that successful retest, all that's left to do is to button this thing up and move on to the next project. I hope you found this video useful, and if you haven't checked out any of my other videos, please take a moment to do so, and I'll see you guys soon, because, as you know, it's always something.